Have you ever truly stopped to wonder what makes a village tick?
Hmm.
I mean, beyond just a little dot on the map, what are the daily rhythms, the economic engines, the challenges, and those, ingenious innovations that shape a community?
Making it unique yet so universally relatable, right? We often just zoom past them.
Exactly.
Uh,
But each one holds a whole universe of stories. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating deep dive into a place that might be hypothetical, Palampur, yet its realities feel incredibly vivid.
Hmm.
You've given us this incredible stack of observations, almost like a secret diary of Palampur's daily life,
Yeah,
and we're going to unpack them like a really engaging story, trying to discover its pulse, its spirit.
indeed. Our mission here, for you listening, is to really extract the most important nuggets of knowledge from these observations. We want to understand that intricate, sort of interwoven tapestry of life in Palampur.
Right.
And then, most importantly, see what universal lessons we can maybe glean about production, economic development, and the very essence of community. Not just for Palampur, but maybe for villages everywhere.
Absolutely. So picture this with me.
Yeah.
Imagine a village nestled somewhere, a place where the air hums with the soft symphony of daily activity, where ancient traditions gracefully meet modern aspirations. We're going to paint a vivid picture.
Okay.
A place where we'll uncover surprising facts and discover everyday realities that might be quite far removed from, our typical urban experiences. Let's step inside, shall we?
Let's do it.
Our journey into Palampur really begins with its location. And what immediately strikes you isn't isolation, but its lifeline,
Mm-hmm.
a sturdy, all-weather road.
That's important.
It's not just a path, it's like a living artery. It connects Palampur directly to a larger village, Riganj, and then on to a nearby town, Shapur.
So right away, that tells us something crucial about accessibility, doesn't it? About its engagement with the outside world.
Exactly. It's part of a wider network.
That connectivity is a truly fascinating starting point. It sets up a dynamic picture, not a static one. Palampur isn't in a bubble.
Definitely not.
So if we were to walk through Palampur right now, past these roads, what's the primary activity that would greet us? What's the core heartbeat?
You wouldn't just see it, you'd sort of feel it, hear it, smell it in the air. Farming.
Farming, okay.
Farming, without a doubt, is the main economic activity. It's the thread weaving through daily life, dictating seasons, shaping livelihoods, fueling hopes.
That makes sense. But it's not just fields and crops, is it? It's people, too.
It's a rich tapestry of people.
Mm.
And here's a key demographic detail that speaks volumes. 1/3 of Palampur's total population is comprised of scheduled castes, often called Dalits.
Okay.
They live in a specific corner of the village, usually in smaller houses.
Right. That spatial and social arrangement, it immediately makes you think about the deeper implications, doesn't it?
It does.
It's not just a demographic fact. It says a lot about how historical structures manifest geographically, impacting, access to resources, power.
Where people live, yeah.
Exactly. And the universal lesson there, which we see so often, is that development isn't solely economic growth. It has to confront these ingrained inequities, right? Who benefits? Who faces challenges?
That's a powerful point. And it's something to keep in mind as we look at the progress we also see. Because Palampur boasts some crucial infrastructure.
Like what?
It has 2 primary schools and 1 high school.
Okay, so focus on education.
Clearly indicates that, yeah. Investing in the future, in the kids.
And that forward-thinking approach, that investment, it extends to technology too, right? What's fascinating is how quickly Palampur adopted innovation for agriculture.
Tell me about that.
Well, by the mid-1970s, the entire cultivated area, 200 hectares, which is substantial, was fully irrigated
A whole area, wow.
through the widespread adoption of electric-run tube wells.
Electricity.
Exactly. So not just relying on the monsoon, they were taking control, using modern tech for consistent output. That shows proactive planning.
That truly is a testament to their approach, harnessing electricity for progress.
Ah.
Okay, but before we dive even deeper into Palampur's farming specifics, let's zoom out a bit.
Okay.
Think universally. Whether you're baking bread in a city or growing crops in Palampur, what are those fundamental ingredients needed for any kind of production?
The factors of production. This is key for any economy, big or small. Economists list 4 main ones: land, labor, physical capital, and human capital.
Land, labor, physical capital, human capital. Got it. Pillars of economic activity.
Pretty much, yeah. The foundations for creating value.
Okay, let's unpack one of those. Physical capital, what exactly does that cover?
So physical capital includes things like tools, machines, buildings.
Yeah.
The key is they can be used in production over many years.
Right, not used up immediately.
Exactly. And we call these fixed capital.
Fixed capital. Like,
Yeah.
what? Give me an example from the village.
Okay, think of a farmer's tractor, the one plowing fields season after season. Or a tailor's sewing machine.
Okay. Investments that last. Makes sense.
They provide long-term utility, crucial for sustained production.
Perfect. And just quickly, you also mentioned human capital. What's that in a nutshell?
Right, human capital, that's basically the skills, the knowledge, education, even health that people have, things that make them more productive.
So the brain power and know-how.
Exactly, just as vital as the physical tools, really.
Okay, got it. So with those foundations in mind, let's return to Palampur's farming. It's the heartbeat, yes, but there's this powerful, almost unyielding constraint they face, right?
Yeah. A fundamental geographical reality.
What is it?
Well, what's fascinating here, and true for so many farming communities, is that the land area under cultivation is practically fixed.
You can't just make more land.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That forces farmers to be incredibly resourceful with what they do have,
Yeah.
pushing the boundaries.
A profound limitation. It forces ingenuity, like you said.
Yeah.
So what specific strategies do Palampur farmers use to thrive despite this?
Yeah.
How do they get more from the same patch of soil?
That's where the cleverness comes in. They've become experts at maximizing output. The most common way is something called multiple cropping.
Multiple cropping. Okay, what did that mean exactly? More than one harvest.
Precisely. It's smart. Instead of just one main crop, they skillfully grow different crops in different seasons on the very same piece of land.
Using the seasons.
Right. Leveraging every inch, every drop of water to produce more, turning one field into like a multi-season powerhouse shows real agricultural wisdom.
And here's where it gets really interesting. A monumental shift happened.
Right.
Like much of India, Palampur saw this massive transformation in agriculture.
Yeah, it's a pivotal moment, the Green Revolution.
The Green Revolution started in the late 60s.
That's right. It introduced something game-changing. High-yielding varieties, or HYVs, of seeds, mostly wheat and rice.
High-yielding varieties, so engineered for bigger harvest.
Dramatically higher output, a real breakthrough.
And the results in Palampur, I hear they were just dramatic. Must have changed everything.
The impact was astounding, truly. When farmers switched to HYVs, the wheat yield per hectare didn't just nudge up, it soared. From 1,300 kilograms to 3,200 kilograms.
Wait, 1,300 to 3,200.
Yes, an increase of 1,900 kilograms per hectare.
Wow.
That specific detail really brings the scale of that revolution to life. A genuine leap forward in production.
Incredible numbers. That must have brought so much abundance. Relief, even. But with big gains, sometimes there are hitter costs, aren't there?
That's often the case, yes.
HYV seeds needed more inputs, right? Like fertilizers. What did scientific reports say about the environmental impact of all that chemical fertilizer use?
That raises a really important point about sustainability, a challenge everywhere, not just Palampur. Reports clearly indicate that the intensified use of chemical fertilizers while boosting yields led to a significant loss of soil fertility over time and, crucially, pollution of groundwater, affecting the very resources they depend on.
Oof.
It's a stark reminder. Every technological advance can have trade-offs that need careful management.
A sobering thought. That delicate balance. Okay, let's shift focus slightly to the people, the economic disparities. Here's a stark reality. 150 of Palampur's 450 families are landless.
1/3. That's significant.
It tells us about a whole segment struggling for a foothold.
And this connects directly to the labor market dynamics. Farm laborers, like someone named Della in the observations, often work for wages lower than the government minimum.
Lower than minimum wage, why?
The reason is simple, but harsh. Heavy competition for work. Too many laborers chasing too few jobs.
So wages get pushed down.
Exactly. Creates a cycle of vulnerability. We see that pattern in many places.
The constant struggle for so many. So when these small farmers do have land but need cash for seeds, fertilizer, whatever, where do they get the capital? Especially if they don't have savings.
That's a huge challenge. Formal credit, like banks, can be hard to access. So most small farmers in Palampur typically borrow from large farmers or village moneylenders or traders.
Informal sources.
Right, and that often comes with, well, very high interest rates. It highlights their financial vulnerability, perpetuating a cycle of debt. It's tough to break.
A universal struggle for small entrepreneurs, really. But it's not all struggle, right?
Yeah.
Let's look at the other side. Tejpal Singh, a large farmer, surplus of 350 quintals of wheat. That's a lot.
A very large surplus.
What does he do with those earnings? And what big purchase is he planning?
Tejpal Singh's story shows that cycle of reinvestment for successful farmers. He uses his earnings for savings, for working capital for next season. And this year, his plan is to buy another tractor.
Another one.
Yeah, increasing his fixed capital, expanding his capacity, efficiency. It shows how capital, managed well, generates more capital, drives growth.
A stark contrast, isn't it?
A very clear contrast. Access to capital generating surplus creates that virtuous cycle.
Okay, but Palampur isn't just farming anymore, is it? It's diversifying.
That's right, a crucial sign of a developing economy.
What percentage of people are doing non-farm activities?
The observations tell us 25%. A quarter of the people.
25%. That's not insignificant. Shows diversification, less reliance solely on agriculture, building resilience.
Absolutely.
And these activities are varied, right? Like, what about the milk from buffaloes? Where does that go?
The milk is primarily sold to Raganj, that larger village nearby.
Okay.
And this supply chain is supported by collection-cum-chilling centers, essential for keeping milk fresh for transport, a whole secondary economy from a byproduct.
And then there's Mishralal. He adds value to sugarcane, processing it into jaggery. How does he do that?
He uses a mechanical sugarcane crushing machine. Importantly, it runs on electricity.
Technology again.
Yeah. He takes raw cane, makes jaggery, that unrefined sugar, and sells it to traders in Shapur, a small manufacturing unit creating value.
It's fascinating. And for a really inspiring micro-story, Kishora started as a farm laborer, got a government loan, bought a buffalo, attached a cart. Simple setup. But how many distinct production activities is he involved in now?
Kishora is a brilliant example of grassroots entrepreneurship, real resilience. He's now in 2 activities: dairy, from the buffalo,
Right. Milk?
and transport, using the cart, shows how even with limited resources, people find ingenious ways to diversify income, improve their lives.
A powerful reminder of human ingenuity. It makes you think, all these individual acts of enterprise slowly building the village economy. But beyond individual triumphs and loans, what's truly essential for these non-farm activities to really expand, to transform the economy?
This is fundamental for any developing economy. What's absolutely crucial, besides capital and enterprise, is having accessible, robust markets.
Markets, places to sell things.
Exactly. Where the goods and services produced can actually be sold. Without buyers, without demand, production just won't sustain itself or scale up. The market empowers growth.
So, wrapping this up, what does it all mean? Our deep dive into Palampur showed us a village grappling with fixed land, embracing tech like HYVs and irrigation, but also facing environmental costs, intense labor competition, credit challenges for many. It's complex, a living ecosystem.
Indeed. Palampur, though hypothetical, it offers this powerful, very real lens on the complex realities of rural economies everywhere, highlights that balance between innovation and sustainability, ambition and constraints.
Development isn't a straight line.
Not at all. It's dynamic, challenging. Success often hangs on adaptability, access to resources.
So as Palampur keeps evolving, with its farmers and non-farmers adapting, innovating, what role do you think external markets like Raganj and Shapur and continued access to capital will play in shaping its future?
That's the big question, isn't it?
And the future of countless villages like it across the globe. It's a question that keeps echoing in rural development, a challenge needing continuous attention, thoughtful solutions.